Back at it again here with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you guys to smash that like button. Let's see if we can get today's video over 40 likes. And here we are with AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc. Guys, this stock has had an explosive move and we talked about it back on September 20th. Here we are with the video on the date. I talked about three stocks actually. I talked about PRTY, talked about MULLEN and AVCT, and we had one of the comments here talk about how they were seeing AVCT $1 coming soon. Very interesting stuff on those comments. But when we come over to the video, I talked about Party City, how it's reacted around October and November, and my thought process behind it. Then we also had MULLEN stock, and then AVCT. AVCT was sitting at 21 cents, guys. It's nearly up 100% plus at its highest point from the last 2 days, right? On Friday and even yesterday, it was pretty up high there, about 80% plus from when we first talked about it. I'm going to show you guys how the chart is reacting. And a lot of people are finding out about it now, right? At the end of last week, and even right now, a lot of people are watching it as it's pulled back. And we're going to break down key levels in the charts. But I talked about it, broke it all down, share my thoughts. I even read an article, right, that talks about AVCT, how they're actually partnered with IBM, Microsoft, and there's a lot of speculation behind a possible buyout. But before we break it all down, I want to share with you guys how AVCT is holding itself up sideways here with some strength while the rest of the market was actually pulling downwards, right? And our SPY bot, since 10:05 a.m., sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, put options went up 200% plus, and the outflows crossed, dominating and pulling further weakness into the chart, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge over the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to our Discord, our SPY bot, QQQ bot, newly released Tesla bot, and we have many other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities. And you can now join a community of members using these resources to maximize in either direction by receiving this edge and clarity over the charts. Now I'm going to share with you guys the home run opportunity I mentioned this morning, and we're going to break everything down here with AVCT. And as you see popping up here on the screen, these are some of the home runs I've managed to find this week alone. And while it's not guaranteed to be this way every single time, we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So the home run of the day was spectacular beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of our growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So these are the three stocks I mentioned this morning. All of them gave jumps at 3 to 5%, 5 to 10% plus, but one of them turned out to be a home run, and it was RDBX. We caught this one towards the bell, literally 4 minutes before the bell rang, and right there it was with strength under a bull indicator. Inflows were holding up. They weren't going up as strong as we wanted it to, but it was staying above the midpoint, full strength on 42 vision, and within minutes it hit a highest point of 20% plus, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. So here we are with AVCT, American Virtual Cloud Technologies Inc., pulling back right after hitting 40 cents and coming downwards. It's down 10 cents from those highs, but it's up 10 cents from when we first mentioned it. And from the lows down here, it is nearly up 3x, right? So we need to talk about here what's going on, and are people still watching it, and is there still strength here on this pullback, right? So I'm going to pull up the bull and bear indicators, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected to the SPY bot, the QQQ bot, our newly released Tesla bot, and we have other bots on the way so that you can receive the clarity and edge that you deserve within the volatility of the markets to maximize on opportunities, whether stocks are going up or going down. And you can now join a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize within the volatility in either direction by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. Slots are now open for those interested. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator and getting connected to the inflow versus outflow. So here we are with AVCT. We talked about it back on the 20th. It was under a bear indicator after it had a nice pop up from 18 cents to 24 cents, nearly a 30% plus move. And we were talking about back on the date when I did this video, back on September 20th, right? AVCT stock, and I did the whole analysis. I stated it's a lot closer to its 52-week low at these levels than its highs, right? So here we are with it pulling back. It consolidated, and it was very crucial that the inflows were staying above the midpoint. And I was going to watch if a bull indicator can pop up, and also at the same time these inflows start to pick up, and they did, right? They picked up, and the stock went from 25 cents from way down here all the way to the peak up here of nearly 35 cents. Continue to hold sideways and continue to pop up, right, until it reached 41. Is it over? Well, right now the inflows have lost traction. Outflows crossed yesterday once that bear indicator popped up. That's the first bear indicator that pops up after 3 days back to back of going upwards, way up here at 36 cents, and it's consolidating and fighting here between 28 cents and 32 cents, right? It's in this channel here, and we need to talk about key levels going into tomorrow and the rest of this week. So let's go ahead and break it down here. So based off the 30-minute, the outflows are dominating right now. We definitely want to see this actually start to bring itself back up. Even if it doesn't cross the midpoint, come back closer to it, and it could start reflecting some strength here in the charts and hopefully a cancellation of this bear indicator with a bull indicator in the process. Now, when we zoom back into the 15-minute, this is crucial as well. You could see here that things are ranging here back and forth, trying to get back above those inflows, and the inflows right now are slightly dominating, but not enough to pull away and be significant over the chart. But this bear indicator from yesterday up here at 37 cents has been canceled by a bull indicator here at 30 cents, right? It pulled back down here. It's at 29, and it keeps on fighting between 29 and 32 cents. We definitely want to see this actually have some strength here and break above 32, use it as support, bounce away from it, and these inflows continue to pick up on the 15-minute, and not just on the 15-minute, but roll into the 30-minute. And like I stated, even if it doesn't cross the midpoint, that it switches from red to green and starts working its way back up. But if it crosses that midpoint, well, the last time it did cross it, it was back here on September 9th, and the stock got a bull indicator, crossed that midpoint, and it went from 17 cents all the way up to 24 cents. And then it came back down, and then we talked about it here on its second pop up, and those inflows stayed above the midpoint all the way up to this point where it hit the peak of 41 cents and the outflows began, and they dominated here since yesterday, guys. So we need to see things get back up with strength, because when those inflows cross, they start to actually reflect in the charts, right? So I'll be watching for that on the 30-minute, the 15-minute as well. It's right here above. We want to see it stay above and pull away. We want that bear indicator on the 30-minute to get canceled out. And then when you zoom out to the 1 hour here, this is pivotal, because this is what we were watching back on the 20th. It was still under a bull indicator. And on the 21st, it got a bear indicator that slightly lasted just a couple bars, just a few hours, and quickly got canceled by a bull indicator. And then the inflow stayed above, and they pulled away, guys. And it got that bull indicator in full strength there for those 2 days, right? Then we got this outflow that started here back on September 23rd. The next day was sitting sideways here, and it just dropped and crossed, and now we're below it. So I'm going to be watching these inflows as well on the 1 hour going into tomorrow and the rest of this week and the next several days. If this bear indicator can go ahead and get canceled and a bull indicator in the process pops up, and if these inflows can cross again, because the last time they pulled away from the midpoint and they were above and it got a bull indicator, it went from 21 cents all the way up to 42 cents. Now, let's go ahead and look at this from the 30-minute and talk about support and resistance, right? So here we are. The first support is down here at 27 cents. Below that is 23 cents. I'll be watching in that area how the bulls react, if they actually try to bring it back up, or if the bears are going to try to tear it down even further. And to the upside, the first resistance level is 32 cents, then back up here towards 34, and the highs up here from yesterday of 40 cents is a key level of resistance. And if those inflows can start picking up back above the midpoint and pulling away from it to the upside. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. How you feel about AVCT. Is it just getting started, or most of the move has happened from when we first mentioned it last week, back here on the 20th of September, all the way up to this point? Some people are having the rumors and speculation that there's a buyout and that this could go further up. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. Now, apart from AVCT, in that video, as you saw earlier in the video, I talked about MULLEN stock, and I've done updates on this stock as well. And here on the 30-minute, it's under a bear indicator. It did have a nice pop up since the date that we talked about it. It was sitting at 43 cents, went all the way down to 33 cents, went back up to 43 and rejected those same levels. But it has catalysts coming up, such news such as the strikingly different event, and then also the CEO today news coming up. You see these two articles popping up talking about updates on the MULLEN 5, and it's actually pretty exciting for those that are tracking it and interested in knowing more about it. But if you want to know more about that video, I will be posting it up here. It's going to pop up towards the end of this video. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.